Hey there everyone, this is Jeffrey with Killaskila Gaming, and welcome back to Subnautica. Previously, we made a couple of short trips. We made a really long trip to the Aurora, a couple short trips to bring stuff back, and I think we have collected everything we can possibly get there. Some pretty nice stuff, I would say. Survival supplies, plans, like blueprints, and upgrades. And from this point, I was kind of thinking about like what to do next, and I'm thinking a few things. We have a Lifepod to follow up on. We have the Degasi proposed habitat to follow up on. There's some things we haven't done, like cave exploring around the shallows and other areas. I thought maybe we could test out the Pathfinder tool. I'd like to recollect supplies, check some modifications, maybe eventually start working on the Cyclops. Lots of things that we can do, so let's get into it and we'll kind of see what we can do. Alright, so we'll get in Persephone here and head out.
Welcome aboard, Captain. Systems online.
Yeah. Alright, so there's something that kind of came to my attention. I think it was one of the pods that went down by the grassy field area. It was nearby. I think they had mentioned the cave system underneath, and we never checked it out. And so I was kind of thinking we might go there. Sunk to the ocean bed. I don't remember if that's the one. Here's the pod. Is this the one that I'm thinking of? I guess we don't need that much. It's just not even the right one. What's that little piece there? I'm pretty sure we have it, but... Okay, you're way the hell over here. There it is. That's it. This has got to be it, right? They said a cave system. Yeah. Yeah, I even went into that a little bit, and I said, maybe I shouldn't be in here. Oh, little biters. Okay. I don't know how much we're going to be able to pilot this into it, but... I think I scanned one of these guys even. Okay, what do we got here? Okay, how do you work? Oh, you literally make a path for us? Did I run out of you? Great node. Huh. Not that I'm excessively worried about it or anything, but... Red wart. Violet bow we've already scanned. We've done biters and all that. What about these things? I think we've done them. Coral shell. What about you? Okay, since I don't think we've... Regress shell. Okay. More eggs. I should start collecting more eggs now that we have the ability to store them. What are you? And you. Huh. Literally, this is right under the floaters. That's interesting. Keeping oxygenated.
Seek fluid intake immediately.
I know. Okay, first of all, let's eat a block.
Vital signs stabilizing.
Okay, we planted that node. That's weird. That's how it works. How deep do we go here? Sand sharks in the cave? And a lot more eggs. What are these? Just kind of environmental things. Sea crown. Sea kelp. Sea kelp. You mind? Yeah, okay, stop. You're just being annoying at this point. Huh. May as well pick up the quartz over here, I guess. Oh, it's little green things. Oh wait, I can scan you? Rock grub. Huh. Wonder if you're edible. I think I've scanned these, yeah. I think I've scanned you, but no, I have not. Rouge cradle? I mean, it is a pretty interesting cave setup, but it's not very deep or complex as far as I'm seeing. Okay, well, that was kind of boring. I mean, not for me, but
Welcome aboard, Captain.
I always consider any kind of resource run successful if I come back with stuff, so of course it's dark again.
All systems online.
Yes, it's right under us. Shoot, I hear reapers. You know why? Because we're close to the ship. There we are. Oh yeah. Jellyshrooms. Yes, okay, Jellyshroom cave. These are cool. I love the color palette in these kind of areas. If you can't tell, pink is my jam. We can go pretty deep here. Oh, there it is. Literally, literally right here. So are you just like a huge jellyshroom?
Conditions in this cave support a microcosm of unique, possibly predatory life forms. Detecting an artificial structure somewhere in the region.
Magnetite. Oh, lots of magnetite. I guess I don't really need light, do I? Yeah, we could definitely use some of this. Would a note down here actually help? Maybe a note up above. What are you? Stasis rifle we got. Nuclear reactor. I think we've already got the full. Let's scan it. No, we don't have the full thing. What the hell is that? I thought I heard something really dangerous.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Maybe I am hearing things. That sound. I did not like that sound. It reminds me of something. Okay, yeah.
New blueprint acquired.
What are you? Oh. See, I thought that was a peeper at first. That's not a peeper. An Oculus? Bet you are a relation of the peeper, though. Okay, where's the way to get in here? You're awfully large. Can I scan you? When I have something to hide in nearby? Oh, there's the door. Stasis rifle, power cell charger. Shale. Okay. Yeah, let's be careful. Let's move over to the entrance. Is that a gold deposit? Cool. Okay. I didn't do that. I didn't do that, alright? Let's fix the ship up before we end up in a really bad situation, right? Okay, don't get stung. Don't get stung. Don't get stung. Alright, what can we get here that we don't already have? I see something good. Look at that. Water.
New PDA data.
Water filtration machine. Life-changing.
Signal location uploaded to PDA.
Signal.
PDA data. Integrating new PDA data. New blueprint acquired.
There's no pop-up. Let's not go too far. I didn't even see what it was.
Integrating new
Deeper.
PDA data.
It said deeper. Don't tell me you went to another place. This wasn't deep enough for you? Oh my god, proposed Degasi habitat 500 meters. All I had to do is turn around. Okay. Let's check over here first, actually. Oh, there's two up-ups. Up-up-ups. Uppies. Okay. Feels like we're doing a lot better in O2. I'm wondering if that's my new suit talking. Oh no, it might be the rebreather. We're not used to the rebreather yet. Well, I'm not used to it. Okay. Oh. Select everything before. Follow the Degasi.
Integrating new PDA data.
That must be for collecting the base documents, or that particular base document, maybe. We'll see what... Oh my god. Oh my god, go. We'll see what we get for this. But, I mean, we kind of got the big payoff, if you ask me. The water filtration device. Plus, we have more cave to explore. Yeah. The conditions in this cave, yeah. Data downloads, Degasi. So we got return from depths. Stalker teeth. Okay. Let's start with these two.
I thought it might get claustrophobic living underwater. Father feels it is. He'd tell me it was childish, but I stare out the window and sometimes I think how lucky I am to see this world up close. Back on the island, I wouldn't have believed the creatures that live down here. The fish, they glow. There's one that's 90% eyeball. Snakes twice the length of a habitat compartment. Certainly, it's not all friendly. Most of the plant life is toxic. Learned that the hard way. But I've managed to coax some marble melons into growing indoors. And when they don't cover our dietary needs, well, we eat the fish themselves. It's a bit gross, but it's nothing they wouldn't do. I've been attempting to document my findings. Father approves. He says understanding is power. That the more we know about this planet, the more we can use it to our advantage. I'm just doing it because it's fun. It's not easy without proper equipment and network access, but the old-fashioned way, observing, taking notes, testing theories, shows me the world in a way a spectroscopic analysis never could. Lately, I've been watching the crab snakes. They ambush their prey as it tries to feed on the mushrooms they hide in. What they don't eat settles on the seabed, which fertilizes the mushrooms, which feeds the herbivores, and so the chain continues. Co-evolution gives me the fuzzies.
Evolution is really cool.
Something incredible just happened. Since we're down here, I had this plan to build equipment and study the life forms we were encountering, but I didn't have enough enameled glass. So, I started looking for a natural substrate that would strengthen the glass we have, and those stalker teeth we've been finding fit the bill. Only, well, we needed more. That's when Marguerite got interested. She actually listened to me, more than I can say for Father, and I worked up the courage to talk about my more tentative theories. When I told her they were attracted to metal deposits, that their teeth get dislodged when they pick them up, her eyes narrowed and she dashed out of the room. 3 hours later, she came back, her pack loaded down with stalker teeth. I asked her about it. She shrugged and said my theories were good. Said she had the meeting out of the palm of her hand. I think she meant it literally.
Probably.
She is incredible. She went out to the kelp forest armed with just a heat blade and went fin to fin with a pack of stalkers. On the one hand, that is the coolest thing I have ever heard. On the other, well, I hope the stalkers didn't come off worse than Marguerite did. She had a huge gash on her forearm. I don't think things went as smoothly as she made out. And what's the point in surviving here if we have to kill everything that makes it so wonderful? I wish I knew more about these animals, but Father won't let me leave the habitat. Maybe with all this glass, we could build a containment unit and get up close to them.
Very cool. Okay. This is Paul.
You know what Maida told me today? She wants to build a habitat 500 meters below sea level, more than 1 kilometer northeast of here. And she needs Bart and I to do it. She's got it into her head that she can save us if she just acts recklessly enough. But I've hauled Star Wars to Neptune, Plasteel to the Federation. This family operates 9 different mining colonies across the Ariadne Arm. Maida thinks she's better suited to lead. Her contract still says otherwise. But I just cannot damn well tell whether it's the stupidest idea I ever heard, or my only hope. I turned 80 years old last week. I thought I had another 80 in me, but marooned on this planet, there's no swapping out of my liver when the old one fails. Here, I'm mortal. And Maida is useful. So, it's my responsibility to make a decision. Return to the island and hope whatever knocked the Degasi out of the sky won't do the same to the rescue ship. Or take us deeper in search of answers. And all the while be hoping old age gets me before the sea monsters do. I'll give Maida just one thing. She was right about these caves. There's enough lithium there to fabricate 100 tons of plasteel. Enough for a damn fleet of Cyclops submarines. There was nothing anyone could have done to avoid crashing here. But I was right to order the detour. If we get off this planet, they'll be talking about the Torgal share price on the other side of the Federation.
And I notice we're missing number 5.
We're already 200 meters below sea level. You want to go deeper?
Look around us, Chief. Water leaking through the hull, water outside the hatch. We're drowning real slow. If rescue arrives, whatever shot us down, it's gonna do it again and again until it's shut off. Do you see an off switch around here, Chief?
Why would it any more likely be half a kilometer down?
Your kid found something on the scanner. There's something down there. Something that shouldn't be.
You're mad.
I'm going all the same, and I've an idea you two are gonna follow. But if you do, be mindful. Your authority stopped at sea level.
Seek fluid intake.
She's badass.
Vital signs stabilizing.
Let's go further in. I'd like to scan the... What do they call them? I can't think of the name now. That one looks unfriendly. I mean, they all are, but... So they're talking about lithium, which I have a lot of. But I've been finding magnetite, which can be really useful. Speak of the devil, what do we got here? Shale. Yep, lithium. There you are. Please don't kill me. I want to scan you. Oh, yeah. What's... No. Oh. Come on out. Oh! Oh! No! I did not expect it to grab me. Can I? No, come out. Am I supposed to scan you if you keep floundering off on me? No, don't go away. They're like hiding on me too. Like they're not even trying to come after me. I'm a little too big, I guess. Damage, nice. Oh, this goes deeper. No, not much deeper. Never mind. What are you? Cave bush. Where I'm getting a little too far away from my sea moth. Come on. Oh, no, 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 no. Gotcha. No, leave my thing alone.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
He's battering it up. Okay, let's get away from them. Ooh. Looks like a thermal. Okay. Ooh, look at that. I don't know what you would call that. Man, those crab snakes are all over the place. What are you? I? So this could serve as like a thermal setup for energy. Ah, here we are. No PDA? Usually there's a PDA around these things. Wonder what they were doing way over here. Oh, this goes deeper. Huh. And there's more sneakies. This is pretty deep cave system here. This is where the Pathfinder will probably come in useful, I guess. I guess we could drop another one. I don't know how to find the nodes though. So far this hasn't really been useful. I wonder if I can activate them in here. Oh yeah, here. There's one, I bet. I was right next to it. There.
Signal location uploaded to PDA. Integrating new PDA data.
Signal location.
Integrating new PDA data.
Signal location for what? I suppose I could actually look at the PDA, right? Environmental log. User Paul Torgal, sorry, requested cross-referencing of local environmental scans with ideal habitat construction conditions, displaying results. Yeah, we've already seen this. Which is good.
Seek calorie intake.
Oh, I must be taking damage from that now. Yeah, let's try and get out of here. Oh, no, we died. Oh my god, no! We lost everything! We're going back in. Oh.
Integrating new PDA data.
Was that the one I was missing? No, it was not.
These conniving corporate bourgeois, inbred, incompetent, self-absorbed jerks don't have a damn clue. The kid's not so bad. He's even useful. But I swear, everything that comes out of his father's idiot face is a narcissistic lie. He wants to stay in this cave, his problem. I'm the one doing the heavy lifting. When sea monsters are hunting you, you don't hide. You hunt the sea monsters. Then you build a bigger boat out of sea monster bones and you hunt bigger monsters. Keep going until there aren't any monsters left to hunt you. I'm going deeper. I'm gonna find what shot us down and I'm gonna tear its damn heart out. I started the prep work. The kids taught me how to make enameled glass. I've started stockpiling metal ores to build myself a sea moth. I'll raid the indoor grow beds before I leave.
Okay. We already knew she was badass. But the more we hear out of her mouth, I'm just like, yeah, I'm like, she's kind of badass. I don't necessarily know how to interpret her from this though. Like, I would agree with her. The father should be, should stop treating her the way he does. But she does come off as kind of reckless. Oh my god, I just realized. Here I spent all that time putting together an emergency set of supplies in my sea moth that I was driving in that had food in it.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Drop off what we have here. I still feel really stupid about that. Forgetting that I literally packed for situations where I end up in an emergency. Maybe I should make a magnetite one here. We'll change this to energy. So far we're not big on the synthetic stuff, so then this can be iron. Okay, so why don't we try finding that last life pod, and we'll again use it as kind of a salvage mission.
All systems online.
I'm not 100% sure on where it is, but I have an idea. And one of my concerns was initially depth. Yeah, this is kind of what I was thinking of, was this stuff here. They don't quite look the same. Let's find it again. No, they kind of arch over more. If we go over the ledge here, we're gonna start getting into the reef. Yeah. I don't think we want to be quite in the reef. Okay, so I'm thinking, why don't we play this safe? Head back and try a different tack. Hear the Reaper. Okay, let's see, we have... Where do we want to place you? Ooh. I see him. It's a stern, right? Yeah, I see the, I definitely saw a Reaper there. Just in case. One kilometer southwest of our stern section. Yep, so it was about correct with the floating island. So for the best. This is it. Those are the rock formations. I was seeing them from, thank you. Was I seeing them at all? About a kilometer, so maybe we gotta go a little further. Okay, probably right over this then. These are those formations, they're kind of curved. So it is right over the reef. Getting a little too close. You stop, please. There you are. Okay, before we explore this, that worked a little better. Repair that up. Okay, microscope. I don't know what that is. Anything on the outside? Salvage. Some quartz, sure. A toy car. Cylindrical shaped sample flask. Oh, they said their fabricator wasn't working, right?
Integrating new PDA data.
A hat? What? Is that? Really? An unusual doll. Uh-huh. No further comment. I know what I saw. How are you? Okay. It's an unusual doll. Shout out to all those YouTubers who played this on early access. Okay. Aurora survivors. I'm gonna go on a limb here and say they did not make a.
I've tried everything. The analysis circuits on the fabricator are fried. Can barely manufacture the most basic of materials. Want a battery? Here, have a children's toy. Need deep-sea diving equipment? Have some lab tech. Hungry? I'll turn that fruit into dust for you. I'm going forward with trial and error. I hit every button here has got to make something useful eventually.
Damn bone sharks.
Calorie intake recommended. Vital signs stabilizing.
Okay, well, we found it. Did I grab another beacon? I didn't. I was gonna say we could leave one here, but I don't know that I would ever necessarily want to come back here. Where am I relative to that floating island? Okay, so it wasn't quite as far out. Alright, I guess we can head back. Or we run into something worse than bone sharks.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Okay, well, not much that we got out of those, but at least we got them off the list. It was kind of cool to learn about the Degasi survivors, but like I said, it doesn't sound like things have been going too well for them, so we don't even know. I don't really know how that fully played out, I guess. Just that Bart said nobody made it.
Welcome aboard Cal Systems Online.
Okay. So one thing I was thinking about is, I said I wanted to scan everything. We have not gone up against any Leviathans yet. I was thinking of checking out that Reaper territory behind the ship since we have it marked now. And I was thinking we could look for the pieces for the Cyclops that we're missing. And this is a really bad idea. I don't want to do this, but I think too we could pick up some salvage while we're here. Oh, there he is. They are so scary. So I'm gonna say let's head back. I'm not like bound to determine to scan right now. I do want to scan them. Let's drop off what we have and we'll kind of see. We'll check some of the other areas where there have been Cyclops pieces. Oh, it's the bridge I'm thinking of, right? That's what we need. It's called the bridge. I don't know why that was not coming to my mind. It's not like we can't look at it. Wait, was it up here? Yeah, the bridge. So we need one scan from the bridge. They tend to be around Reaper territory, so I have a couple of thoughts of where we can look. Oh, right there. It's literally the first thing I see. Okay. We can build a Cyclops then. It was a lot easier than I was expecting it to be. Okay, so we have the ability now to craft both of our other main vehicles. We can do the prawn suit and the Cyclops. I'm just thinking we don't have our mobile vehicle right here. We're going to need to go get that. And we can start kind of looking at what we need, I guess. So Cyclops, 3 plasteel ingots, 3 enamel glass, lubricant, advanced wiring kit, 3 lead. So it's, of course, going to be a lot of parts. Let's pin those. Okay, prawn suit is, again, plasteel ingots. This one, aero and enamel glass, and lead, aerogel and diamond, which we should be able to do as well. So titanium ingots and lithium, some glass and stalker teeth. Let's take those really quick. Okay, as quite a shopping list. And this is also why I wanted to make more of those computer chips, because the advanced wiring kits are costly and going to need them, and a lot of vehicles need them just as well, I think. Maybe the vehicles, I'm not sure. We should have enough stuff to at least start working on these. So, okay. A lot of glass there. What about, so we got some stalker teeth. Let's make some enamel glass. We should have enough already, just right off the bat, but I had one we already made a while back, and then these. So we're gonna need some resources. So I'd say let's go scavenging. For funsies. We need a lot more anyway.
All systems
Oh. Oh, I've never scanned you? Oh my god, really? Hoopfish, really? I've never scanned hoopfish. You look delicious. Not really, but We can always try you out, right? I want to try you on. Points if you get that reference. Oh, 2 teeth. Nice. Okay. We got more? Yeah, they seem to drop specifically in the spot where I left it too, which is nice. What is that? Is that gold? I want the gold. Yeah. I wonder if that's the gold I dropped way back when, and I wonder if that's... Oh my god, these are my resources. These are my resources from when I got all my resources. They're all just sitting here. Okay. Okay, I didn't realize they just dropped off your body. Okay. Okay. We're gonna... Before, I don't know if things reset in this game or not. I've never left resources sitting out. Oh my god. The amount of resources I just recollected because I got close to home and didn't realize. There are probably people just like screaming at me like, hey, it's right there. Just go outside. Leave it in the comments if you were screaming. Go outside. You're okay. You're okay. I ain't here to cause problems. I just want your teeth. Things you never thought you'd say, right? I just want your teeth. I mean, some people do have nice teeth, but... You know, you can compliment them on their teeth, but don't tell them you want to take their teeth. Man, you got really nice teeth. Make a little bit more glass. Let's use up those stalker teeth, actually. I mean, why not? I don't think they're useful for anything else. So... I'm gonna need to recollect on glass then too, because we just have tons of enamel glass that we're gonna make. And we don't really need to worry about that down the road. I don't even know if we need it for a lot, but it might be one of those upgrade materials. That's why I keeping in mind. And like I said, I don't think the stalker teeth are used for anything else. Okay. I don't think we've ever made plasteel, but we'll use up what we have, make what we can. I do think that gets used quite a bit, but either way, we'll just have a surplus of it otherwise. Is that lined up correctly? I'm not sure. Oh, that actually worked out pretty well. Yeah, okay, so now we have a couple of these. Actually, I was gonna move this. I want to put some windows in here, and I'm gonna move this just down a peg. Something felt more right about having it on this end. I don't know why. I figured across from that I might just put it like a reinforcement in. Otherwise I'm gonna get some visual spots in here. Okay. Titanium, diamond, lead. Oh, my computer chip. Okay, so now the mod station is really nice because we can use this to modify gear we've already created, like this. There. So it doesn't seem like much, but a thermal blade, so cooks and sterilizes small organisms for immediate consumption. So essentially just gives you cooked food for whacking a fish. So that kind of stuff is really nice because we can do this for like vehicle upgrades, which the docking stations can do. But like we can modify a lot of our just regular gear here, which is really nice. And I want this ultra high capacity tank really bad, so we actually need to go get our mobile vehicle bay. I think it's still, yeah, over there. I'll kind of set it up over the moon pool. We want to make sure anything we build isn't gonna land on anything. Okay. And then we'll do another moon pool. Make sure it's hooking up right. Alright, so yeah, I just moved the moon pool a little bit. I had a feeling the reinforcements were preventing the leg from forming. So it just kind of looked weird, so I figured I'd just move it. So this is going to be the Prawn Bay. And again, the prawn's going to face this way. So we'll put our control thingy here, similar to how I set it up with the sea moth. And then I might build a second moon pool because I am going to eventually build a second prawn suit for reasons I will explain later. This will work though, I think, for now. Okay, so let's build us a prawn suit. Yeah, unfortunately the prawn suit is not a flotation device. So yeah, here we go. We got a new toy to play with.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Let's see how this works for docking. I don't think we really have what we need to upgrade the prawn. You need a lot of like deep stuff for it. But we should be able to at least get it started here, so how do I jump? The arm. Okay. Nope. I know there's a way to jump. There we go.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Okay. That would make sense, actually, now that I think about it. Okay, so we have a first prawn suit. I didn't really have a name planned for this one. let me know if you know what that means. Does the name actually show up on the prawn suit? It does. Okay. Pond prawn. Yeah, that's sort of a joke. If you know, you know. Okay. I guess that works, right? So we're gonna spiff this place up a little bit more. I think I'm going to save the Cyclops for later, though. one awesome thing at a time. And if we run over to our mod station, we can do depth module 2 and 3 for the sea moth. So depth module 2, we need enamel glass, magnetite, and plasteel, which we already have. So we got ruby. Prawn suit is no bueno. Let's do these right now. I mean, we have the stuff for it. All right. So this is all we need for Mark 2. Otherwise, is the Mark 1 module. So here's to Mark 2. Did it say what the depth was on it? Enhanced safe diving depths does not stack. Yeah, of course. And then we have enough for Mark 3 by association. Because I already got everything. Because all you need is one module. We're modifying the module essentially to improve it. So what's that going to get us to? 900. Okay, that's really nice. Why is it putting it way over there? That's so weird. Hey there, everyone. Future me here. I am highly considering combining this with the previous episode, so I wanted to make sure and include a segue. Just for that reason, it's been a day since I last played about... I was thinking about the scanner room, so it seems like people are pretty divided out there, but I know some people said build about 1 kilometer apart if you want to scan everything, and some people just say don't bother doing it at all. And some, they say just build one and tear it down and bring it with you wherever you go. Which is a common way you can do things, but that's not really my way. So I guess let's just start scavving. I'm thinking of building the scanner here. I'm gonna put this here. No. How do I... There, okay. And then I could take like the specialized material, because plasteel is technically not titanium, it's titanium and lithium. Okay, come on. Now pick up. Open. Okay. And we can kind of stick these in here. It's kind of some of the ways I was thinking of using these as we go along. I thought that might be kind of useful. And then we can kind of make sure that this stuff is what it is. Is what it says it is. Which one was it trying to open? Okay, Cyclops efficiency storage module. Yeah, I was thinking storage module for this guy here. So this is going to be used to, to pick up resources. What do we use for arrow jets? I know it's the gel things, but I think it was also the, what do you call them? The, rubies I think we used. That or something else I don't remember about. There we go. And the reason I was kind of putting this down here rather than upstairs is I was actually thinking of making this into a water filtration room. Yeah, I don't know. What would be the best place to put the scanner room? You know, I could build it out over here. Instead of off that centralized room, then I can use that space for more. I would just need to reconstruct this a little bit. And then I can build an extension of it. See how it looks first. Appearances are everything. Okay. Yeah, I kind of like that. That'll work. I'll wait for the stalkers to steal my cameras. I've never actually used the cameras. I don't remember how I did this in the past, but... And do we want to do... Yeah, so that builds it. Kind of like a supportive strut. This one I might do in glass. Yeah, like that. I was only going to do that if we could connect them. I suppose if I move this back, we might be able to... Is that worth it, though?
Oxygen.
Can it go back? I suppose we could try it. We just set this back a little bit. Yeah, just like that. And we attach a second. You need to leave my base. You're just gonna cause me problems. Now, is the prawn gonna get sucked up immediately just for walking under? Because that could be problematic. This might not fit quite. Yeah. No, this works. Okay. And then, we'd have that here. Okay. Yeah, we can do that. Okay, so I'm thinking... Alright. Okay, so it's already equipped. So how's this work then? Okay, solar just pops up all over. Ooh, our power is draining. Okay, so let's follow, let's use it. You know, we can always shut it off, right? See, to me, this is the useful part about the scanner. It's like we can get all these, you know, we can get the stuff that we really, really need really fast. Yeah. Wait, that's it, a scan? I haven't scanned a Gary yet. Yeah, but humans have also evolved an inability to produce, you know, our extra molars because our mouth size has shrunk. You know, from not needing to tear food the way we used to. That is slightly problematic when it comes to eating raw food. How's the reactor doing? Oh. Oh, it's really struggling now. This thing's definitely going to suck up a lot. Maybe I should consider a nuclear reactor then. Unpowered. Okay, so our life support's working. Our fabricator's not. We have what we need to make the nuclear reactor. Unfortunately, it's most of what goes right into our... right into our... wow, I'm forgetting the name of my own ship, my Cyclops. I have powered the whole place by solar before, it just takes a while to set it up. Really,
restored. All primary systems online.
Why? It's weird. The scanner's not working either.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Why was everything... You're not working anymore. Oh, you must really be draining it then. Huh. Interesting. Okay, well, we have the stuff we need to make the nuclear one. We could do it. But that's just the reactor. We don't have enough to make rods at this point. So I don't think, 'cause we don't have any uraninite. Well, we don't have much. Of course, I do know where to find it. Just don't want to go there. Okay. Alright. We got a problem. Let's solve the problem. Let's replace the bioreactor with a nuclear reactor. We have some of what we need. I'm gonna have to use my advanced wiring kit. There we are. Reactor rods. Okay, so it's just gonna be the uraninite mostly. Okay. New problem. Bioreactor is not keeping up, so we're gonna go look for uraninite and lead so we can make a nuclear reactor. I was really hoping to avoid nuclear, but it is what it is.
Welcome aboard. All systems online.
And we know where to get uraninite. We have to go to the island. Is this the mountain? Oh. Don't move. Maybe he doesn't see us. I think that's a locational sound. We should probably be careful. I say as I blast away from him. I think we're back where we started, sort of. Sort of. There you are. And if we get a few more of those... If I do a full 4 reactor cores, we're gonna need like 12. I think I had 2, maybe. So we have enough to make a core. Or a rod for the core. Oh no, no. That's really close.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Let's get out of here. That scared the crap out of me. Surface, surface, surface.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Okay. And now the base is operating at max. I have a feeling that this is our culprit. Let's test that out. Yeah, look how that's dropping already. this room's... Man, maybe we should just go range. I wonder if I can find particular elements then. Let's just do the sandstone, because I could use extra silver and gold at this point, but I'd like to fill those boxes if we could. We're gonna have to travel a ways though, I think. Yeah, see, the scanner room's already kind of paying for itself. I'm definitely liking this. The thing is that once you kind of have the ability to start drill mining and you know where to find resources, you can get them so much faster though. And you can get stuff that's like very specific, which is nice. I'm not sure quite how this works, but I just dismantle it the way it is, and everything inside goes to hell in a handbasket or what. We're gonna lose our life support though, of course. Let's try to do this fast.
Emergency power only.
Exercise caution when handling radioactive materials.
Oh shoot.
Risks corrupting your PTA's recording of the circumstances of your death.
We have to build the rod. I was not thinking. My emergency life pod is still my lifeline. Okay. Now, how long the reactor rod holds, I do not know. Look at that climb. 2,500.
All primary systems online.
And we are going to be lining this room with reinforcement and putting a bulkhead in because yeah. Probably not a good idea to put the reactor right next to your water production. See, now we never have to have water problems again. Oh, we're struggling for power now. Can you keep up with it? That's a lot of water filtration. Ultraglide fins. Yeah. Streamlined construction enhances swim speed considerably by comparison to regular fins. Okay, we still need a little bit more lithium for the other one.
All systems online.
Right here? Oh my god, I bet that's the lithium from when I died. Really? That. Okay, so it's not in range to detect, I bet. Alright, well, let's go to the mushroom forest. We'll see what we can find on our own, I guess. What is that? Is that another time capsule? Oh, yeah. Wait, what did you just give me? Oh, nice. Ion cubes, yeah. Until you get to a certain point in the game, those are hard to come by. No photo. Oh, there's a photo. Nice. Must be their base setup. Some good diversity there. Looks like a lot of deep sea stuff. Okay, I know what I have to do now. I gotta keep breathing. Because tomorrow the sun will rise. Who knows what the tide could bring. Thank you, 4546B. So TC16266084868. There's a third one we can attach to the description, so I'm gonna keep on doing that. Very cool. Oh, I forgot we have tons of stuff to read here. What's the blueprint? Habitat installations. Oh yeah, the water filtration. So the filtration system draws water unfit for human consumption from an external source, atomically splits it into its constituent parts, and outputs consumable liquid water and salts while disposing of any harmful byproduct. Okay. Not going to comment on that too much. It can be built in any compatible habitat module, but has substantial power requirements. The Altair water filtration system. Any liquid into pure, refreshing, pH balanced water? Yes, sir. Any liquid. I would beg to differ on that, but okay. Oh, hey, what do you know? Again, thank you to the person who left me the time capsule. It'd be so cool if I could, like, track them down and thank them personally, or let them, you know... It's always fun to see, like, when people pick those up, but it's like then you don't know who the person is. The crabsquid one is still my favorite, but that one was actually useful. Those ion cubes are really nice.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Okay, well, we definitely have enough lithium for building the tank. Oh, that's all we need is the tank. Huh, nice. The ultra high capacity tank. And how high do you go? 225, nice. That's pretty high up. We're running out of magnetite. But it did say there's some in the area. I'm kind of wondering if it's flagging the cave system or stuff that I dropped outside of the base. Let's try it. Okay. And if I wanted quartz, oh, it's grown a lot. Look at that size. Wonder how far out that's reaching. Okay. There, we have a bulkhead to separate our reactor from the rest of the base. So how much have you guys produced? So they're not quite full up yet. Let them do their job, I guess. The energy's still climbing too, so I'm wondering if each reactor rod is 2,500 and we're really going to get this up like really dang high. Okay, I'll drop those upgrades for now. Okay, so if I do a glass bridge out here. There we go. And we can build a door out here for easy access. Alright. Do some windows. I don't know, you could do top windows. That changes everything. Oh, I was gonna connect to these two, right? Okay, so here's the extension from my scanner room. Oh, I don't have enough titanium. Crap. Really? That solves that problem. instead of having to swim in through the moon pool. We have a new useful access point. We'll do you with silica because enamel glass is not really just glass. It's a little different. And I want to fill this with glass and quartz, if anything. I think they're kind of pretty. I might do that for a good portion of this area. This room's going to be a little different, though, as we move along. Maybe windows, I'm not sure. So I'm kind of thinking, I don't know if I like the glass on this side. Yeah, I think I like that better.
Seek fluid intake.
I don't have water on me, do I? No, I don't. This is one of these I'm going to do reinforcements on.
All systems online.
Maybe we should go to a new location to search for some lithium. Why don't we go to the other mushroom forest to try to find it at least? It would almost be worth just building a scanner room out here for the lithium alone. Oh yeah, we can totally do that. Let's, we'll switch around a little bit more while we're here, but I'm thinking let's build a scanner room out here. Oh, I didn't mean to do that.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Okay. There you are. Okay. I want to build a few of these. I want to build that 4 for the sea moth. Okay. That should cover us. Build it at least. Running it might be a different story with solar panels.
All systems online.
Okay, we want to go west, right? West-ish. Okay, west was a bad call. Yeah.
The verb class. Life forms in the region.
Yeah.
Are you certain whatever you're doing is worth it?
No, it's not. We went too far west. The dunes are right on the border of the forest, so there we are. Yeah, west-ish. Right? Could just build here. Okay. So we want to build off of something. Yeah, I like that. That's cool. Oh, we ran out of titanium? Really? How much do we have? None? We're gonna need more. We'll mark down here. Yep, that'll work. Because we have a lot more. Camera 1 and... yeah, so I'd do these red, right? Technically these are bases, so I could do those. The same. Red and orange don't clash very well, do they? Yeah. I was kind of debating if we should mark the kelp, the blood kelp zone. I have to find it again. I think that's it right there. Yeah. Oh, there's ruby here. I didn't know that. Green. I'm gonna need more of this anyway. I need a... wait, what are you? Ghost weed? Did I not? I thought I already scanned everything here. I think I need a couple of these to make more benzene, so... Uraninite. Oh my god. This is so useful. Oh. Oh, they're so cool, but so creepy. Ooh! No! No! They're persistent. You just want me out of his territory. Okay. Well, I can't comply. Okay. Okay. Still deciding if I like that color. This one should probably be red if we're going to mark it as a base. Yeah, and the cameras by association should be red. Right? We don't actually need to have the cameras marked if the base is marked. Okay. This is marked for us. If I can find some titanium, we should be able to finish the scan room. I don't have a door. I think I need them for the solar panel anyway. Yeah, let's build right here.
Power restored. All primary systems online.
Copper. That probably means I don't have enough for a door again, right? Doesn't matter because I don't have I want to do a second solar anyway. And I just took away, I got some space there, okay. Ooh. I guess I'll have to do the door on the side unless I want to move the whole thing, but... Which honestly, I'm fine with that. With moving everything. But picking up that blood kelp, that's taking away a lot of room, so let's head back. I use that up. I can pick up more on the way back that way. We have a path to get here now.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Alright, let's put it under here maybe. Let's mark the moon pool area. And change it to red like the others. Alright.
All systems online.
Yes, now having those markers there is going to make this so much easier. So, yeah, I'm gonna see if I can try to raise it up a little bit. Alright.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Cool. That is so cool. Alright. Reaper Leviathan. No image. Because we haven't scanned it, eh? It says it has no power. I wonder if we're too deep for these. Oh, it's working. I had no idea they were on the mushroom trees. The giant mushrooms. I don't remember what these are actually called. I probably won't bother. Okay. Cool. Alright, let's head back with what we have. I'll probably I might make another trip back here to pick up more, but, you know, we got this working now. This is really nice to have.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
I'm gonna go out here, actually. I want to reinforce this bottom zone here. Okay, where else can we reinforce? Let's do as much as we can. Okay. And we had the water thingies in here. Let's reinforce around them. can add in some windows. Okay, we'll do a same kind of motif in here, I think. So we're gonna have the dock. I might reinforce that in then. Or, well, we could do another. Yeah, we don't really need to. That's kind of cool. Gives it that nice open feel. This side, we're gonna kind of do the same thing. Thinking windows here and here. I'm not sure on these. I might do some shelving units and stuff, so we'll hold off on them for now. Yeah, that's cool. It's kind of got that walkway thing going on. It's I've always had so the open glasses over the, you know, like in the unsupported regions. I just think it gives it kind of a cool feel. Hey there, everyone. Future me here once again. I was originally planning to press this episode on for quite a bit, even though I have like 7 hours of recording under my belt, and I thought maybe I should actually close this off. I have an idea. Right? I have an idea. I want to make sure we have what we need to build our Cyclops officially. And so I already have the stuff marked on here. You can't really see it, of course, because like I said, my head blocks everything. But I want to make sure we can press on in the next section with building it. And I was thinking, instead of me scouring for supplies, moving at the speed that we do, it might be a good idea to build the Cyclops and just take it with us, because we can put a lot of storage on the Cyclops. It comes with pre-built storage in it. Why not put it to use and actually use, you know, my favorite vehicle in the game? Alright, and I think that should be good. We just need 1 lithium to be able to actually build it. So I was thinking, I was eventually wanting to make...
Calorie intake recommended.
I will deal with that in a second. I was originally wanting to make some of these glass storage things. I'm just going to make one temporarily to store stuff. You can be my temporary storage for that. Alright, so I'm going to make one last trip out to my new location where we have the scanner room set up for lithium.
Welcome aboard. All systems online.
And we're probably just going to call it right then and there. Oh, wait, actually, I'm going to catch some food and then I'll go. But that's going to be it for us then.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Yeah. So you are... Alright, can you do your job even though it's nighttime? Yes, you can.
Warning, emergency power only. Oxygen production offline.
Crap. So it's out. Alright, where... you are. Let's go straight up. And we are so deep in the water right now. Okay. I know we have a ton of stuff to read, so I thought maybe I'll read a little bit while we're waiting for daytime because the scanner's not running. Okay, let's do flora first. Quite a bit of stuff here. Cave bush. A purple luminescent species which grows well on hardy terrain away from the sunlight. Ghostweed, and I think this is the blood kelp area. Grows exclusively in deep waters where its pale pigmentation is visible on the fewest wavelengths. There isn't really much pigmentation. Grows exclusively in deep waters where its pale pigmentation is visible. Oh, sorry, same one. Yeah, so the way like pigments work, like actual pigments, not necessarily all color that you see, but most of it works on reflection. So you see the color that's not being absorbed by the substance. And so like a pigment usually absorbs really well at certain wavelengths and then reflects the ones it doesn't absorb very well. So like when you see like green leaves on a plant, the green is the color that's not really being used, or the one that's least being used that we can see, or at least the one that's being reflected at us, because it's not always necessarily the one that's being used the least. But Jellyshroom, a life and an extension to that too, like if you wonder why like black shirts kind of tend to heat up more in the summer and white shirts don't, because the white is reflecting basically all the light. That's why it looks white, because white is basically just all light. That's why the sun's not really technically orange, it's white. You see some orange from it. I can't remember exactly why that works, but you're seeing essentially the white part of it. That's the light, because all of it's coming from the sun. And then like black is the absence of it, because it's absorbing everything. So when you have like a black shirt on, it's absorbing all the light that's basically hitting it. It's slim looking, but it makes you warm, right? Jellyshroom, a life form unique to the microcosm located in a cave system deep within the Grassy Plateaus. Oh, so it is specific to Grassy Plateaus. I didn't know that. Where a high concentration of carnivorous life forms wards off smaller predators, consists of a tough trunk-like base from which grows a fragile purple membrane. Membrane structure suggests vulnerability to predation, but evidence thereof is lacking. Unknown defense mechanisms. Possible symbiotic relationship. Predators none identified. Okay, red war, and this actually looks like red algae, because most red algae is actually pretty big from the stuff I've seen, at least. I'm not an expert when it comes to red algae. So those are the ones that they're related to the green algae, but they're definitely an older group of organisms. A common plant adaptable to many different environments, the redwort is a staple part of the diet of many smaller herbivores. Regress shell. This specimen is composed of complex series of regressing rings connected by tendrils. Rouge cradle. This one's kind of interesting. At least its appearance is. A complex cave-dwelling flora specimen. The bright yellow core of this plant is protected by a rigid cage, presumably to ward off medium-sized herbivores. Our last one, the sea crown. This is kind of weird looking. This plant consists primarily of a large bladder-like sac containing a huge variety of bacterial species, which may enable it to break down complex compounds it draws from the root system. Shares large section of genetic code with the membrane tree. Environment scans indicate this plant is rare to the point of extinction. Okay, and we're getting some light, so let's dive back down. Coming up here made me realize just how deep under we are right now, which is really cool. I do like the fact that we have a second base, even if it's just for scanning. I think it's kind of cool to have a second place we can go. I was thinking it might be worth throwing a bioreactor in here, actually, but... Okay, so I probably have to reactivate you. Okay, power's reading is 0, I don't know. Oh yeah, that's again, I was saying because it's probably too deep, right? Look, as long as you do your job, I don't care, because you were working just fine before. Obviously, you're getting enough energy for life support. Yeah, so I'm kind of thinking what we might do is, I was talking about adding some increased range, and I was thinking maybe if we did a bioreactor room on top of that, just to keep this thing up and running, without the light. Because I think being under 200 is what's affecting the energy here. It's not like a huge problem right now other than, you know, keeping us from harvesting stuff, you know, throughout the day. Or throughout the night, I should say. Day is fine. Okay.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Okay. Markers are still active. Oh, there they go.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Alright. We have no... That's weird.
Warning, emergency power only. Oxygen production offline.
Did we already burn through our reactor rod? Shit. Oh my god, we burned through our reactor rod? Shoot. So, let's get that out of the way. We'll deal with the rest later. Uh-oh. There you are. I was gonna say my legs of my base are gone. Yeah, I guess it's a good thing we have this here. Maybe setting up some solar panels wouldn't be a bad idea, just for stuff like that. Guess we didn't fully abandon the pod yet. Good thing. Alright. Before we actually call it for this one, I better do some eating. You better run. Okay, it's dark. I'd like to knock out some of the other reading. We can't do it in our base because the base has no power. Alright. And then we're going to close out. So let's just see what we have left to read first. Rock grub. So this is what I found in those caves close to the surface, I think. A small luminescent scavenger, roughly thumb-sized. This creature may be a distant relative of the sand shark, sharing that species' unusual limbs. Yes, it does. Segmented exoskeleton and burrowing behavior. 1. Jaw. Its circular set of teeth is designed to tear up clumps of coral and seagrass caught on rocks. 2. Limbs. 5 legs, 2 arms, and a large flipper allows the rock grub to cling and to walk across rock faces in search of food and swiftly swim to safety when under attack. 3. Green luminescence. Glowing green in dark would seem like a poor survival strategy, but this adaptation may be a mating behavior or other specialized process, engaged in by only a fraction of the total population at any one time, or perhaps being eaten is simply a part of the rock crab's life cycle. Assessment harmless. Okay, small herbivores. Yep, these are all deep ones, I think, for the most part, and some around the surface that I've missed. The eye, an extreme evolutionary adaptation where 90% of the life form's body mass is dedicated to the ocular cavity. Oversized eyeball, deep set rings in the lens suggest specialization for identifying its predators in low light environments long before they come into attack range. 2. Underdeveloped fins. Incapable of fast movement, this species is vulnerable to agile predators at close range. Shark species may have evolved hunting techniques to close on the eye, unseen from above or below or behind. This organism and the common peeper share a common evolutionary ancestor. While the eye has sacrificed maneuverability, it enhances its cousin's powerful eyesight. The ancestral alpha peeper may have been one of the first life forms on 4546b to develop eyesight many millions of years ago. Assessment: edible, low calorie count. Gary fish, which I could not believe we had not found, since it's like the first fish you can come across next to like peepers and bladderfish. Slow moving and curious herbivore. Camouflage indicates adaptation for evasive behavior on ocean floor. Eye stalks may be beneficial when watching for predators from hiding places among the coral. Behavior more active during daylight hours but slow and docile at all times. The garryfish's survival depends on a combination of camouflage and predators who can get a more filling meal elsewhere, which is probably why they're in sandy areas, because the color's rather sandy looking. Assessment edible, and I do think it kind of looks like Gary from SpongeBob, but I assume that's a reference. No fish expert though, so whole fish, or hoop fish, sorry. These I think I found in the kelp area. A small school mentality prey fish with a unique method of propulsion and a distant relative of the bladder fish. Yes, they do look similar. Antennae, rather than swimming, this life form uses a fine green antennae which encircle its body to alter the composition of the water in front of it, allowing it to sail into the low density space created. 2. Purple-green coloration, maybe a camouflage adaptation for mid-range light wavelengths, possibly indicate the hoopfish is more active at dawn and dusk. Behavior, while schools of hoopfish will form periodically and evade predators en masse, this behavior is more social than it is defensive, and lone hoopfish are often found hunting food and displaying general curious behavior. Assessment edible. And Oculus, I think was our last one. And this definitely looks like a peeper, so I'm assuming it's a relative. This specimen shares genetic similarities with the common peeper. While the shallows and the cave systems are separated by just a few meters of rock, foodstuffs and threats in each biome are completely different. It is possible a small school of peepers was once cut off in the caves, and the Oculus species is how they adapted. It's not quite how that works, but yeah. Also somewhat similar to how it works. Highly developed night vision. Large complex eyeball provide this herbivore superior vision in the dark and an intense phobia of light. Lack of beak. While the peeper uses its beak to break down tough corals, the Oculus likely feeds on soft fungal growths in the Jellyshroom caves and thus has no need of one. Separated tail fin. The caves in which the Oculus lives makes it hard to escape from fast predators. The Oculus has adapted by splitting its tail fin into 5 separate tendrils. These tendrils prevent it from swimming as fast as its shallow water cousin, but each can be detached and regrown, enabling it to escape more easily when caught. Yep, that's actual. You see that a lot with like animal tails, actually. The non-prehensile kind. Assessment edible. All right. So I see daylight coming out. Okay, so I think that's where we're officially going to close this out. Like I said, we're probably looking at about 7 to 8 hours worth of recording here. And I'm probably going to try to cut it down quite a bit and just include stuff that's, fresh. But there's a lot of just resource gathering and base building. And so what have we done here? So we went to the last Lifepod. I checked the radio. There's nothing new coming in so far. I'm assuming that's the last one. But I'm going to try to remember to build a radio in our base. So just in case, because I want to avoid going back to the pod. Of course, we have to now for emergency reasons. We followed up on the Degasi habitat, which actually brought us to a new biome where we discovered there was a third habitat proposed where Maida wanted to go deeper. And we built a prawn suit. It's docked because we can't really do anything with it. We touched up on our base a lot. I did move some things around. In case, I'm going to try to make sure to show everything, but in case anything gets cut, I will do a final tour just in case. There are a few things I moved around, but I think I should be able to include that all in there. We built a second base, and on both bases we built scanner rooms. I would like to get the second one. The first one was mostly for where we are in the shallows for common stuff, and we were able to build up some copper stores pretty quick that way, along with titanium because we've been out. And then we did the other one for lithium. Right now we have a problem with energy, so I had to switch from the bioreactor to a nuclear reactor because we were running out of energy really fast with the new water purification systems that I've installed. I did 4 of them, so it's really consuming a lot of energy. And we've already run through our first reactor rod on the nuclear reactor, so we really need to build more rods. That's going to be our next big problem if we want to keep those water purifiers continually going. And so what I might do is we're going to need to get some more uraninite to make those, and I'm thinking we should also do some solar panels as a failsafe, especially for when we're away. But if the water purifiers fill up, they will stop working, so we hopefully won't need to worry about that too much. So yeah, those are some things that we have done. We have what we need to build our Cyclops. I procured that a long time ago, but we've been using it up to build some additional things. Base has been fortified up pretty good, and we still have more to build on, but right now, because we have been kind of starved for certain resources, and we have still more places on the surface to explore, I'm thinking, let's Cyclops the rest of this. So I want to build a Cyclops. We can kind of see what we have in it. We'll see about, you can build stuff in a Cyclops, so I just never usually do it because it's just kind of weird the way it works. But what we might do is actually just go ahead and build some stuff temporarily, or try to find a way to make it work and make it look nice. But I would like to start doing more surface area exploration, collecting stuff, and the Cyclops has built-in storage as it is. So worst case scenario, we can just start picking up on that stuff. And, then eventually I'd like to finish up the base. But right now we're just running into little problems here and there that we need to fix. So we have a good stock of lithium now. We have a good stock of... I think I have still a good stock of copper. I kind of went out a couple times looking for it, so we should have plenty of that. But I want to just build up things that we're running short on. Start getting some grow beds going because I've been slacking on that. And right now, of course, the energy problem. I did look into one thing while I've taken breaks here. Apparently, I was right. There was a room I was missing out on the Aurora. If you recall that tunnel area in the Prawn Bay that I was swimming in, I thought there was something down there. There is. I just didn't see it. And you can actually get to it from... There's a blocked doorway like right at the base of where we went in. That was blocked by a bunch of debris, and I said I just wasn't going to bother because I didn't see anything in there. That also goes to the same location. So we do need to go back to the Aurora eventually to get in there if we want to get some more information, because there's stuff in there that we can get that we don't have right now. So I'd like to do that as well. Not urgent, but stuff on my docket. There's a few environments we have not seen on the surface, so before we even consider going down into the deep dark depths inside the planet, because I want to stay more surface side even if it's deep. I really would like to scour the planet's surface and maybe even scan some leviathans and scour for resources. So that's what we'll do next time. So thank you all for joining, and I will see you all later.